Hey everyone, it is another edition of Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. I'm your host, Val the Voice Johnson, and it is the last Tuesday of what? July. Lot going on in this month of July. So there's Olympic stars, and of course, our own very own stars in and around our neighborhood and community. Man, oh man, excited for what is about to go down on tonight. And of course, I'm here, your host, letting you guys know how exciting it is to, I don't know, cover the Olympics. Just gotta making sure that you're doing your thing. And I want to say hello and a great greetings to everyone that's joining me on tonight. But this is another edition of Talk on Tuesdays, and we're about to get going right about now. Hey everyone, it's another edition of Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. Oh my gosh, and it is so good to see you guys on today. Man, oh man, I'm having me a good old time here and you know what? I can't believe, like I said, it is the last Tuesday of July. I don't know where the time went. I don't know what happened, but here we are like, okay, getting ready to get going and get started with Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. And of course, I'm sitting here, I'm getting my situation together. There we go. And I want to make sure that I go ahead and share with you all. And of course, Coach Tony, we'll get to him in a second. One of our affiliate sponsors is KeySpot. Share, connect, and grow. I am a affiliate partner with them. And of course, if you want to market your small business, KeySpot is the way to go. Cynthia McAllister, she'll be there helping you guys out. And of course, she's helped me out as well. So really excited that she is a part of our affiliate family here at Interludes. Man, oh man. And of course, I'd let you guys know what's happening on next week, starting August 16th through August 9th. Your girl Val the Voice will be an MC for Girl Power. It is a free summit. Oh my gosh. One of our former sponsors, Karen Glass, is sponsoring this. And it is Girl Power Tap into Your Infinite Summit. And it's an incredible event. And it's designed to empower and inspire women. And of course, we want the guys to come too. Reconnect with your dreams and have mindset mastery. And of course, build your dream career. Coach Glass, who was our affiliate a couple of years ago, she is a master dream coach. And of course, she would expand it out to have a summit. Join me as I host and do what I do best. Give you some good music and, of course, some jokes in between. Register. All you have to do is aim at the QR code and register. It's a free event, and I'd love for you to come as my guest. And if you can't join all nights, don't worry. Doesn't matter. You come on through. It's from 6 to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. That'd be 5:30 to 7. And, of course, we're excited that you guys are going to be able to join us on that day. Come and make sure you do that with us. And, of course, the ebook is available. A DJ Saved My Life. You can go ahead and scan here and get to order the ebook, or you can go to purelightHousemedia.net. And of course, I am currently adding more, I want to call it, things to the store, like hats and t-shirts featuring this wonderful book cover that was designed by a good friend of mine, Delano A. Johnson, and of course his wife. is the one who mentored me through the writing process. If you guys want to write a book and get it out there, hey, see me about that as well. And of course, join us on Patreon as Interludes Extra presents Find Your Voice. Join our Patreon community today at patreon.com/interludes. Man, oh man, where in the world is Coach Tony? Where in the world is Coach Tony? Well, you know what? He is celebrating his birthday tonight. Of course, I see King Wise is in the building. Thank you, Grand Rising or Grand Evening to you, because it's not the morning anymore. The sun is setting as we speak. So here we go. But most definitely, we are excited that you guys are joining us. But for what Coach is doing, Coach is celebrating his birthday. And of course, that's us. We took that shot probably a couple of months ago. And then, of course, he visited here with his 2 kids. Oh, my gosh. But there's a lot of July birthday love that's happening in the building. So if I had the music rights, I would be playing the Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday. We ended up celebrating a little bit of his birthday on my show in the mornings, the Clubhouse show called The After Show with Val the Voice. And so Coach Tony stopped through and did his thing there. But of course, we here at Interludes, we're wishing him a very happy birthday. He is out having a good time, enjoying himself. So I'm like, all right, dude, go ahead and have a blast, and we will carry on and carry on. Which is always very, very exciting. I mean, I'm really, really excited about it all. Oh my goodness. But yes. And do you know July continues with the birthdays? A close dear friend of mine, and you're trying to figure out who is that? That is Princess Hoy. She is a good close friend of mine. I think we've reached the bestie stage. Obviously, it's been I don't want to say how many decades. But of course, she celebrated her birthday this past Sunday. So this was the weekend of birthdays. Her daughter, someone hooked her up with one of her favorite things, a black cake. So we got a chance to spend some time with her and her other bestie and my childhood friend. There he is, Tony. He got together some crab legs and shrimp and some other goodies along with some boiled corn, and he hooked it up for the sister right there. I could not touch it. That is fish, but it is what it is. So I was like, let's go, Tony. So he went ahead and did that celebration. He ended up taking off on Sunday just to support her on her birthday. That's how much we love Princess around here. And of course, she has been a great contributor to the platform of Interludes. We did the auto show coverage back in 2021. That's here with her husband, Eric. Eric, thank you so very much, man. You are a gem of a husband. That's what I have to say. Oh my goodness. But yes, like I said, we're just having a blast, and I'm grateful that you guys are doing what we do here at Interludes Extra Talk on Tuesdays. And of course, we'll be back because I have to let you guys know about the Olympics. A lot going on over there. But oh my goodness. So we'll be back, and we'll see you on the other side. Here we go.
Hey, it's your main man, right back at you, coming live here from the Rise Studios. And it's your guy talking about what? Pull Up Podcast Show. What is the Pull Up Podcast Show? It's a brand new podcast hitting your airways nationwide, talking everything on sports, from baseball, basketball, hockey, and then I tell you, we're going to have a lot of fun. So make sure, if you want your questions answered, you want to have fun talking a lot of sports, make sure you pull up on me, because it's the Pull Up Podcast Show.
It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up.
Also, for those that want to learn a little bit more about this right here, oh yeah. That right there, that's the Rise, NIL, talking name, image, and likeness. Those having opportunities to get paid, you want to tune in to it.
Sports show, let's go. It's the Pull Up Podcast show. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up. Let's go.
I am so in love with that music. I don't know what to do. Thank you, Coach Tony's nephew, who produced that for us, man. We have a blast on Mondays, and of course, our live shows will be back a little bit later in toward the end of the summer as Coach Tony takes a little bit of a hiatus. But I do want to let you all know that there is a drum roll, please, a fan appreciation show. We're aiming it to be on Monday, August 19th. I believe it's August 18th, August 19th. I got to get the dates correct. But we want you guys to let us know if you want to appear on the show. Now, I think Mark Lee has already said, I am there. I am so there with gloves on. So I was like, okay, well, come on. And so we'll have more information about how you could be on the show, on the Pull Up Podcast show. We're here every Monday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And of course, Coach, like I said, we would love to have you on as a fan for fan appreciation. That's what I'm talking about. Fan appreciation. He is so hyped about this. He wants to talk about the upcoming NFL season, of course, the wrap up of the WNBA season, because it'll be doing that as well. And then, of course, he takes another brief hiatus, and then he'll be back strong, kicking things off in September. And I'm talking with the live shows, but we're going to interrupt his break because he wants to do a fan appreciation. So we'll have more details available on a link, tr.ee/Pure Light Media. And of course, we just want you guys to make sure that you join us on that. Man, oh man, the Olympics. Have you guys been watching? I mean, let me know in the chat. Have you been watching the Olympics? I have been trying to look away, but I can't. And then, of course, regular television or whatever you would say, there's a lot of reruns. There are a lot of things that are happening streaming. And like I said, I wanted to make sure that I got a chance to check things out as far as the Olympics was concerned. Now, this was something I didn't know about the Olympics. The one thing I didn't know about the Olympics is that it was in Paris exactly 100 years ago. I did not know that. In 1924. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. Oh my goodness. Well, that's the exciting thing, but it is here. Things got kicked off on Friday, July 26th. And I got a chance to watch a little bit of the opening ceremonies and the like. But right now, it's over 200 countries that'll be competing in over 16 days at the Olympics. And of course, we are in day 6 right now. I don't know about anybody else, but we're in day 6 right now. And here in the Midwest, I believe Paris is about 6 to 7 hours ahead of us. So a lot of the things that are live that comes to us, it is in the middle of the day for many of us. We are either at work or we're doing other things. And so I did a little bit of a sacrifice to make sure that I did that. Now, in the beginning of the opening ceremonies, all of the teams came on and they came through on the canal leading up to the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower, of course, had the Olympic rings representing 5 continents, which that's what happens with that. And of course, here, this is Serena Williams and of course, they tried to have as many stars, Olympic stars, hold and carry the torch until it lit. And that supposedly is the start of the Olympics. The president of Paris, or of France, of the country France, spoke in his native tongue, French. This is when I wish I knew my French at the time. But it was a good and great opening ceremonies. What was interesting was to see Celine Dion. I don't know if you know her story, but recently it had come out that she could not perform or sing. She has one of these diseases or disorders that was preventing her to use her lungs and to push out all of those great notes. You guys remember that song, "My Heart Will Go On," and to Titanic and all the rest of those wonderful music that she's come out with, which is phenomenal. But she performed in French. And I was like, okay, so she did a wonderful performance. And this was late at night. Paris went all the way until almost 1:00 in the morning with the opening ceremonies. And they included everyone, which was really, 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 really phenomenal. And so that was Celine Dion performing at the opening of the Olympics. And of course, what's been hilarious is to see what Snoop Dogg is going to say. I feel like that's the thing. Now, Kenan Thompson and Kevin Hart, they have a breakdown of what's happening, and their breakdowns happens on Peacock. So if you have the streaming service Peacock, you can see additional comedy regarding the games. I think they're there in Paris making those things, but it's been fun to see Snoop give kind of the breakdown of things. And of course, the Today Show, just about all the Today Show folks are there. So this is Hoda Kotb with Simone Biles' parents, and that's her sister in the red hat. And so it was just kind of like a family affair. What I've noticed, no matter what sport is happening, the camera people are making sure that they aim that camera at who the American person that is competing, and where are their family, their parents, their sister, their brother, anyone that's kind of representing them, which is really, really a good thing. Now, I didn't get a chance, and this is a French artist that did a great performance on the opening ceremonies as well, and had an entire band surrounding her, and she was in gold representing the Olympic gold that many athletes from around the world that are here at this 2024 Paris Olympics. So that was really exciting as well. Oh my goodness. But of course, tonight they're going to be streaming on NBC the gymnastics competition. And of course, this is Simone Biles' parents along with her husband. And what I did was that I watched the live streaming of everything. And then what happens tonight, or what happens here in America, is that we get kind of the edited reruns of the games, because they start as early as 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning here, or a little bit earlier. And then they run all the way until about 2 or 3 o'clock. And then they stop. And then before you realize it, you're kind of getting some of the same things as well. But I wanted to make sure that I checked out the gymnastics team, because when I watch the Olympics, I like to watch swimming. I like to watch the gymnastics team, and I love to watch the basketball team. So that's been fun. I did see the U.S. team. They started out, but what happens is everyone's competing. So you can only have two countries at a time competing, and that's what I've learned. Thanks, Coach Tony, for that education on the basketball team. But I wanted to let you guys know all of the talented women that surround Simone Biles: Jordan Childs, Jade Carey, Hezi Rivera. I think right here is Jordan, and Suni Lee. All of them had to compete at a very high level to keep their scores above for the whole team. Like every teammate got scored. And what was in close contention was Italy and Great Britain. Well, what ended up happening? Oh my goodness. The girls earlier today won gold. And this is a stark difference of what happened back in 2020 in Tokyo, as everyone unfortunately heavily criticized Simone Biles for taking a step away. But of course, the difference between 2020 in Tokyo and 2024 in Paris, as I said, parents, siblings, family members, people are allowed to be in the stands close by cheering on their Olympic champions. And like I said, this was really a good thing. All of their, the floor, the vault, the bar was so difficult. I kept seeing athletes from every country taping up their ankles because it jumping around on a beam. You could take a pinky toe out if you land wrong. I'm just saying. But once the girls realized that they had won, and it was literally their scores, and this is Simone kind of looking up to check to see, okay, did we, what's the scoring now? Because I'm telling you, Great Britain, Brazil, a lot of these other countries, phenomenal women doing great things. But we, with the women's gymnastics, have medaled just about every competitor, going back as far back as Mary Lou Retton in the 80s. But the girls, they had the flag behind them. They realized that they had won gold for their team, and that's the difference. And then of course I wrote this down. Simone Biles with the team win now becomes the most awarded athlete in gymnastics, surpassing a young lady from 2 Olympics ago. And I wrote that down. I don't have it on with me right there, but like I said, congratulations to the girls. And like I said, they did a phenomenal job. I mean, like, this was really a good time of what they did. And so Italy came in number 2 because they kept coming. They were coming for America. But if you could see, they were only off at maybe about 5. Yeah, I could see 5 points. And then Brazil. So Italy got silver and Brazil got gold. And this is the women's gymnastics team. So I kept up with them. There have been a lot of sports that were happening. When I was with Princess on, I think it was Sunday when I was at her birthday party, we were watching the Olympics, and it was a badminton contest. And I was like, okay, who's playing? So they had Korea versus America. Unfortunately, we did not advance. Korea advanced. So sad. But here I am thinking, I'm like, there were so many competitions. Deep dive, that was last night. And of course, our Americans didn't, and it was the men's, they didn't medal. However, I believe Mexico and also Brazil medaled in that competition. So I feel like with all of the sports that are happening with the Olympics, you just pick your favorite and go with the one. And I have a thing, and I have a love for the gymnastics, because at one point I wanted to do gymnastics. But of course I had to choose something else, because I don't know. I was a big fan of playing basketball. That was my thing, loving to play basketball. Well, last night I got a chance to watch the men compete. The men did such a great job with competing. And like I said, it is amazing when you can win. And I think they did silver. That was the big deal. They got the bronze as in the team sport for that. And of course, all of the gentlemen here, Asher Hong, Paul Judah, and Paul Judah is actually from Deerfield, Illinois. He's a local person. Brody Malone, Stephen Nurkowski, and Frederick Richard. They all took the bronze, and man, oh man, they were so excited to win. Believe you me, because it had been a drought for the men in gymnastics. They hadn't won or medaled anywhere or medaled in the Olympics since 2008. Like, it was a huge deal. And I think the gentleman who went last, I believe, Stephen Nurzalrik, he did his bar was phenomenal. And I think that was the one that was the performance that got them over the hill there. But congratulations. Like, it's a huge thing for them to win. And of course, major kudos to all of the coaches for both the women and the men's gymnastic team. Oh my gosh. But like I said, you pick your sport. There are so many: swimming, badminton. I saw volleyball. There's tennis. And like I said, I'm going to pick about 2 to 3 other sports to cover. I was thinking about track and field, but they haven't started competing yet. That won't be until next week. So there's 16 days, which means there's 10 more days of the Olympic not tryouts, the Olympic Games. And so all of these things are streaming on NBC and Peacock. And like I said, it's been a fun time checking these things out and letting you guys know. Let me know if you had a sport that you are checking out on the Olympics, because like I said, it has been a whirlwind for me trying to keep up with all of the sports that is being streamed. So I'm like, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick 2. I'm going to pick gymnastics. That's what the men and the women. That's what I'm going to go with. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, like I said, we are wishing our very own Coach Tony Thompson a happy birthday. We are so grateful that he is out celebrating and having a good time with the folks, with his family and everything like that. So that's always good. And of course, how did I forget to show these photos from the Olympics here? I believe this is, there we go. I believe this is Brody Malone. But like I said, they were all really excited to compete. And like I said, this is their first time medaling since 2008. So a lot of the gentlemen that you see here, I think only one has been around chasing after gold or chasing after medaling. In other words, getting on the medal stand since 2008. And so this is really excited. And so congratulations to both teams, and you guys rock. So like I said, the Paris Olympics, check it out, because it's gonna be fun. Oh my gosh. Well, of course, become a sponsor and book time with me, Val the Voice Johnson. And you could do that at linktr.ee/Pure Light Media. And of course, we're going to be wrapping up. I want to say a major thank you to all of the folks that have already purchased the book, A DJ Saved My Life. That directly supports the platform Interludes and Interludes Extra Talk on Tuesdays. And of course, we would love your feedback. Oh my goodness. We would love your feedback on what you think of the book, especially if you got a chance to read it. And like I said, for the folks that want to start a podcast, this is your book. So like I said, on next week, August 6th through the 9th, it is Girl Power, a free summit. I'd love for you to come. And like I said, our former sponsor, Coach Karen Glass, this is her virtual summit. And of course, I will be the MC. You can scan the QR code right now and get some information regarding registration. We'd love to see you there and do your thing. And of course, like I said, the ebook for DJ Save My Life is available now. Go to purelightHousemedia.net and you can go ahead and get yourself a copy and tell somebody else, tell a friend what's going on, of course. And lastly, but not least, our Patreon community. Join our community today. Go to patreon.com/interludes. Man, oh man, this has been a blast. Coming up next week on Interludes Extra Talk on Tuesdays, we're hoping to have a special guest on next week. Mum's the word on who it is, because I got to work on chit-chatting with them and confirming that they're coming. But of course, it'll be August. And of course, we'll be, oh gosh, I can't believe summer. Well, you know what? Let me not say that. Summer is going to last for another 6 weeks. I always count summer all the way up until September 20th. I don't mess around. I love summer, and I hold on to it for dear life for the entire time. I gotta hold on to it, please. Oh my gosh. But go ahead and join us on next week. And of course, Coach Tony will be back doing his thing live in the chat. I'm Val the Voice Johnson, and as always, I want to thank you guys for joining us. And like I said, it's gonna be fun to do. And of course, happy birthday, Coach Tony. We're wishing you a happy birthday. Where's my birthday balloon? Yes, I have a birthday balloon just for Coach. The happy birthday balloon. So he's gonna go ahead and have a blast. But we'll see you guys on next week. Until then, be a blessing, and of course, peace.